Halloween is a holiday that has been celebrated for centuries. The holiday itself originated from the Celtic people of the north, current-day Scotland, Ireland, and other places of the British Isles. October 31st was the day that they celebrated the end of the harvest season and the start of the new year. This day was called the Day of Samhain. In their beliefs, on that day, evil spirits would rise to the surface and would terrorize people on that evening. This was how they welcomed the wintertime. They thought that on this day, the barriers between the human world and the spirit world were at its thinnest. To hide themselves from these spirits, they would dress up and wear masks so the demonic creatures would not be able to recognize them. They would also light bonfires to avoid evil spirits. They believed that it was a magical day when the dead walked upon the earth.
Around 43 AD, the Roman Empire had conquered most of the Celtic territory. In the 400 years, the Romans were in control of the Celtic land. They combined their two festivals with the Celtic celebration of Samhain, creating Halloween. How it came to America.
After centuries of people celebrating Samhain in Europe, it came to America as well. When the European colonists first came, they brought many religious cultures with them, including All Hallows Eve, also known as Halloween. But not a lot of people celebrated it. When the potato famine was happening in the 1840s, the Irish came, and they also celebrated Halloween. So after a while, Halloween became a normal thing for people living in America. Some of the regular traditions of Halloween were bobbing for apples and playing tricks on neighbors.
While playing pranks on neighbors, pranksters would wear masks so people wouldn't recognize them. There are many theories of how greeting trick-or-treating started, but here are two most common ones.
One of the two theories is that in the early 1930s, the pranks were going too far, and instead of pranking, they were vandalizing people's properties. And to make it stop, they gave the pranksters candies and other treats. By the late 1930s, trick-or-treating became the holiday greeting.
Second theory. In the Middle Ages, poor people in Ireland and Britain would go souling on Hallowmas, which is November 1st. Souling was when people would go door to door asking for food, and in return, they would say prayers for the dead on All Souls Day, which is November 2nd. And with this, people started saying trick or treat.
Why Muslims do not celebrate Halloween. Halloween is based on the Celtic culture, which is a pagan culture. From an Islamic point of view, the history of Halloween and the god Samhain are types of idolatry, also known as shirk, which, if you don't know, is a major and unforgivable sin. Allah Almighty also says in the Quran in Surah Nisa, ayah number 48,
إن الله لا يغفر أن يشرك به ويغفر ما دون ذلك لمن يشاء ومن يشرك بالله فقد افترى إثما عظيما.
Indeed, Allah does not forgive associating others with Him in worship, but forgives anything else of whoever He wills. And whoever associates others with Allah has indeed committed a grave sin.
As a Muslim, we should celebrate things that honor our faith and beliefs. It is important for all Muslims to have a basira, to have a clear understanding of what you are doing. You can't Islamize these celebrations. You can't put Islamic symbols on it and make it halal. So instead of celebrating other religious holidays, we should cherish and celebrate our own. Every year, we have two beautiful holidays, Eid al-Adha and Eid al-Fitr. On these days, we should have fun and celebrate with our friends and family.
A lot of Muslim kids get tempted to go trick-or-treating every year on Halloween, but it is important to tell their younger siblings why Halloween is not allowed in Islam. We should also constantly remind them about the reward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us in Jannah if we follow the rules He told us to live by. We should teach our younger siblings and anyone who is willing to listen to be patient. It is an important lesson that everyone from any religion can learn from, and it is a beneficial thing we should live by. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions it multiple times in the Quran. One of the many times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions it is in Surah Imran, verse 146.
والله يحب الصابرين.
Allah loves the patient. Halloween should not be celebrated by any Muslim around the world. It is a holiday that is very bad in every way, and all Muslims should stay clear of it.